1111. Happy Monday. Here with your twin flame energy check-in. Boy, we got quite a reading here. The Seven of Swords is here, guys. The Seven of Swords is here. But I got to tell you, at least from the feminine's end, there is major, major healing and breakthroughs going on around that energy. So, the last reading I did, I got to tell you, there was a lot of need to heal the past. And I got to tell you, for those of you who watched and are part of the collective and that are actually healing this on your own or healing this in some way and releasing it, it's showing. So congratulations to all of you who are really working on that Seven of Swords energy, releasing the self-sabotage, releasing being stuck in that pain and that sadness and having a breakthrough. I love it. For our masculine, he has come to his realization around how he has sabotaged his connection with that Seven of Swords behavior. He is having memories of the past and of sabotage, and he's balancing out that energy and healing it and getting out of his sadness and his pain and toxicity of that type of environment. Has he healed from it? I don't think so. Not quite yet, okay? But it is definitely in the cards that, he's going to start working on it just as much as the feminine is today in this reading. And I got to tell you, it's beautiful. If you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm queenoflight1111. That's my username. And if you want to book your healing session, I got to tell you, for a lot of these, if it's this feminine, I've been doing a lot of healings around this Seven of Swords energy. I've been doing a lot of healings for from those of you who are my viewers, and there's been so much success around my twin flame blocks reading and the healing sessions. The majority of what I'm doing right now is working with my clients on healing, on removing blocks, and that is why it's coming up in this energy. So here's the thing though, guys, with that reading, with that session, I don't just offer it to anyone because sometimes we have to learn our lessons, right? We have to go through the lesson, and I don't want to get in the way of someone learning the lesson. And so once the lesson has been learned and now we're perhaps struggling with the pain of release, that's when I can come in and help you and do the healing, and we can get through what the blocks are and what the healing is to release things that where the lessons have been learned and now it's time to release. So before you book that session, you must go to my website, read the description of that service. It's the Twin Flame Blocks Reading and Healing Session. Once you have read it, then email me, tell me that you have read my description, and then send me a picture of you and your twin. Make sure that is unfiltered, that I don't have any filters on it. I need to see the eyes of each person very, very clearly, as well as at least the torso up. And so once I receive the message and the pictures, I will let you know if I will work with you. I have had to turn away some people, and I'm sorry that I've had to do that. But again, intuitively, I know that the lesson has not been quite learned yet for that couple. And so for those of you who I have said yes to, I'm sure if you're watching, you can attest to how the breakthroughs have occurred, because in the heart space we have the Tower with the Seven of Swords and the Wheel, which means the karmic lesson was learned. Breakthrough on the Seven of Swords for our divine feminine. So I gotta tell you, if you're in that space and you're ready to heal this and release it, then reach out to me for that healing session. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're going to start with themes for the masculine and the feminine, and we're going to start with themes for the connection. And then I also decided I wanted to just pull overall energies for our masculine and our feminine. So here we have for our masculine, he is in contemplation and analysis. This is the theme for his reading today. He's in contemplation and analysis. And it's clarified by the Death card. So this very much is an energy of endings, an energy of rebirth, an energy of new beginnings. And he's thinking about how this connection is over, how this connection can possibly be rebirthed. He's thinking about and analyzing what caused the ending of this connection. He's analyzing how he can rebirth this connection. So he is in this energy, and we'll see it here in his reading of contemplation and analysis. Okay, in her energy, she's in her self identity. She's really analyzing self. She's in her energy of, and I want to get the book for this because it's a really interesting card. It's about, taking off masks. It's about revealing your true self and knowing who you really are and coming into this Nine of Pentacles energy, which is confidence, which is, being in this. This is like the feminine, single and fabulous. This is the feminine who is ready to receive that Ace of Pentacles from her masculine. This is the energy. This is the energy she's embodying now because she's healed wounds. She's healed that Seven of Swords, or is in the process of truly releasing that energy. Here's the energy of the connection. It's a balancing act, man. It is a balancing act to get to this ace right now, to this new beginning. This is about hopes and aspirations and ambitions and dreams and goals. They know that they're on a thin rope, on a tight rope with each other right now, and that there is balance that's required, or else things can really completely fall apart. And in this energy of the tightrope, with this energy of this new beginning, this is about inspiration. This is about, we're exhausted. Look at this. This person is resting. They're exhausted from almost at the point of giving up. Nine of Wands types of energy. But despite, the effort and the repetition, right, that they've both put into this connection, they're kind of, questioning themselves. Is this ever going to happen? Are we going to be able to get to this Ace of Pentacles? And, other commitments have distracted them, but this is the time that they need to focus on the prize, focus on this dream, focus on this Ace of Pentacles. That's what's going on at this time, is like getting it right, being very, very focused on this new beginning with each other, this ace. She is preparing and he is transforming. So what is happening in his overall energy? And I just want to know overall, what is this dude about? What is he doing? What's happening in his overall energy? First of all, he's at the Ten of Pentacles. He's thinking about long term. He's thinking about what he wants to build. He's thinking about success. He's stuck in his thoughts, Eight of Swords. He's stuck in petty arguments. He's stuck in his mental headspace. And so he's gone into hermit mode because he's stuck. He knows that he wants to plan something long term. He wants to build something long term. I mean, look at this, 9, 1, and he gets the 10. I mean, that just came to me. I literally just saw that. Look at this. 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and his first card out for his overall energy is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay? He wants to have something long-term, something to build a legacy on, but it is stuck at this time with the 8 of Swords. And so he's in hermit mode. Hermit mode is about self-discovery. He's learning about himself. He wants to change himself. He wants to rebirth himself. He wants to transform himself. And because he's in a karmic lesson, here's the wheel. The wheel is about destiny. The wheel is about karmic cycles. The wheel is about karmic lessons. And then lo and behold, Ace of Pentacles. He wants to give her the ace. He wants to give her the ace, but there is some more discovery. This lesson needs to complete. And that is the energy that he is in at this time. What is her energy? King of Wands. Her masculine is in her overall energy, okay? She wants him to take action for that ace. She's like, I'm standing in my power. I'm standing in my confidence. I am the 9 of Pentacles, divine feminine. I am confident. I know who I am. I know what I want. It's your turn, King of Wands, to take action. That is her truth, Ace of Swords. She's feeling confident. She's in her truth. She has clarity about her king. And now she's ready for offers. Page of Cups, she's ready for the offer. Page of Pentacles, she's ready for the offer in the 3D. And here's the offer. Ace of Pentacles. I got to tell you, when we got ace, 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 I was like, whoa, they are mirroring. And sure as heck they are mirroring, because the first card out for them here was 7 of Swords, 7 of Swords. So bottom of the deck for him. Well, bottom of the deck first for the themes is the Queen of Swords. This is about wisdom, right? This is our feminine in her Queen of Swords energy. In her Queen of Swords energy, where she's like, I'm the wiser, right? She's like, I'm not going to take anything less than. His overall energy is about 6 of Cups. He is in reflection. He is in reflection mode, okay? He's thinking about the past. He's thinking about union. He's thinking about how to build this legacy. And for her, while she's in her truth, in her clarity, and she knows that she wants this offer, she's got stress. And her stress is her King of Wands going to come forward? Is he going to come forward with this ace? So bottom of the deck, head, heart, and environment for our masculine and feminine in the reading today. Here we got the wheel again, and on the temple path. The temple path is about the spiritual journey, knowing that this is a higher consciousness, that this is a higher type of connection. This is not a 3D connection. So they're learning their lessons. They're going through the karmic cycle. They're headed toward their destiny, which is this temple path. And furthermore, on this temple path, it's all about, their spiritual purpose, and that they are being supported, and that's what they are being led to through this karmic lesson, okay? Bottom of the deck, head, heart, and environment, specifically for our divine masculine. Here we have the Queen of Swords and Equilibrium, which is the Temperance card. He's healing from his Queen of Swords, okay? Because that's the lesson. That's how she taught the lesson. That's how he got to this place where he's like, yeah, I can't behave this way anymore. So he's definitely trying to heal from this lesson that the Queen of Swords displayed. What is the head, heart, environment for our divine feminine? Where is my divine feminine? Where's my divine feminine? Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. Gosh, that was weird. Here we go. We have the Three of Pentacles, Chariot and Three of Pentacles. So for her, she's balancing her light and her dark. She's balancing all of these energies for this movement forward to actually be able to work as a team now. So she's very much in this energy where she knows that, once she releases this, she has learned her lesson. Once she releases this, she can move forward on her journey. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. For our divine masculine, what is he thinking when he thinks of his feminine? Patience and second chakra archangel Ariel. So what is this patience card all about? That's healing. That's the temperance card, and we just got that in Equilibrium, which is the bottom of his deck, okay, for his clarifiers with the Queen of Swords. So he's in this energy of patience. He knows that he needs patience. He knows he needs to adjust. He knows he needs to balance. So he's really trying to balance and heal his thinking, okay? And what does that have to do with Archangel Ariel? Archangel Ariel is helping him heal, helping him think about how to balance things out. And this is about intimacy, and this is about creativity. And he is the angel that helps support the second chakra. This is that what chakra is this? That sacral chakra. Okay, this is about self-expression. This is about healed self-expression. This is about emotional intimacy. This is about opening himself up to healing, to be more in his heart space. And so when he's thinking about his feminine, he's very much in healing his emotions. He's really trying to heal his emotions. So when we further drill down into his headspace, here's what we get. Lots of healing going on for him too, so I kind of take that back. He is healing. He is healing. So first card out, Seven of Swords. Okay, sabotage, deceit, manipulation, thievery, right? Lies, cheating. What is the Seven of Swords about? Six of Cups. This is what he's thinking about. These are his memories. I said, what about those memories? Chariot. He's trying to balance out the light and the dark. He's really trying to balance his shadow energy within himself. He's healing that energy. Four of Swords. He's healing the Seven of Swords. What about the Four of Swords? Ten of Pentacles. He's healing that energy so that he can build a legacy. Ten of Pentacles is the first thing out for him so that he can build something long-term with his feminine. Okay, he's completing, World card, he is completing this energy. He's cycling out this energy. I said, what about the World card? The Devil. This is exactly where he needs to be. He needs to be completing out this energy, healing this energy of the Seven of Swords. He's got the Temperance card. Archangel Ariel is working with him on his healing and his intimacy and his expression. He's thinking about how he sabotaged the past. He's healing so he can have something long-term with his feminine. He's completing this cycle of toxic behavior, of ego, of being bound. And Nine of Pentacles. This is our feminine, but for him, I just kind of feel like, This is him gaining his confidence, okay? But this, I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is his feminine, because that's how she called herself out here, that she's the Nine of Pentacles. She's, and so sure enough, when the Nine of Pentacles was clarified, High Priestess, this is our divine feminine. He's thinking about our divine feminine. He's wanting to move towards our divine feminine from a healed standpoint. And the reason why she's High Priestess today is because she feels his energy, because they're not in communication. I said, what about the High Priestess? Five of Cups. This is him thinking about the past. This is him thinking about how he sabotaged the past. This is him feeling sad that he missed the blessing. And he's feeling sad about not being able to speak to his divine feminine from his heart space. Wow. First card out for our feminine when she thinks about her masculine, memories of love. Here's the Six of Cups. Dupe to his Six of Cups. Angel of Balance, okay? And this is, with this Six of Cups and Angel of Balance, this is her really trying to balance her energy out. When this Angel of Balance card comes out, this is about making self-honoring choices. This is about being centered. This is about having, emotional equanimity, all right? This is about that things were out of sync in the past, and now it's time to come into equilibrium. I think it's so interesting how he's got balance here and she has balance here. And he's got memories here of the past, and she's trying to, to balance out her memories of the past. So what is she thinking about when she thinks about her masculine and these past memories? I will tell you. Seven of Swords. First card out. She's thinking about sabotage. She's thinking about the deceit. She's thinking about the manipulation. Okay, what about it? Princess of Cups. This is the Page of Cups. She was thinking about how this connection, how offers were deceitful, how offers were, not in the up and up. I said, what about that Page of Cups? Two of Wands. So she's at a decision-making point of like almost trying to break free of this in her headspace, because here we go, Six of Swords. She wants to move out of that energy. So he had Seven of Swords, Four of Swords. He's healing that energy. And she's like, I just want to move away from this energy. I want to get away from thinking about this energy that was in my connection with him in the past. So what's the Six of Swords about? Page of Wands. This is about, I want to move towards communication. She wants to move towards communication. She wants to, move towards, coming to this understanding to get into a better place. Six of Swords is about transition, getting out of a rough patch. Nine of Pentacles, this is her. Remember, he's got Nine of Pentacles here in the headspace. So here's our feminine again. What about the Nine of Pentacles? The World. She has completed this cycle where she is feeling confident and in her power. And now Justice and this Balance card. And having, apologies made, having balance in her headspace and around her thoughts are important. I said, what's Justice about? Nine of Swords. She's very much trying to balance out her stress, because remember, her stress is, because that was in her overall energy, is he going to come forward with action? I said, what's the stress about? Four of Wands. This is exactly it. Is he going to come forward for union? Is he? I want to start talking again. I want to start communicating again. I feel better. I'm healing myself. I'm balancing myself. I'm thinking about making honorable choices for myself. That's what she's doing. And she's ready to break out of this energy, of this, always thinking that there's something happening in the shadow. That's what she's thinking. When she thinks of her masculine, she's thinking about things that happen in the shadow aspect. So she's trying to balance out this energy. Like, he's not in the shadow, he's healing it. And I think she intuitively knows that. So in his heart space, when he feels for his feminine, look at this. I think this is the Star card and yin yang. I think that's beautiful, beautiful energy. So when we look at that card, it's called Light. And when that card comes out, is it the Star card? It's the Sun. Oh, I love that even more. He's so positive about his union. When he's in his heart space for his feminine, he's like, no matter what's happening around him, he still has this love for her, this light for her, this, this contentment with her, this joy when he thinks about her. He wants to, rebirth something with her. See, the light always brings forth new birth, a renewal of life, and he wants to renew this union. Remember, his theme was about death, about ending the pain, ending the past, rebirthing He wants to rebirth this union, yin yang. So when he feels for his feminine, what is he feeling? What is he feeling in his heart space? Well, first card out is the King of Pentacles. So this is him, our masculine, trying to get in a place of stability, of, you know, grounded, of being grounded. I said, what about this masculine in his heart, in his space? Seven of Swords. Okay, look at how messed up the Seven of Swords is, because this is how often it's come out for this poor collective. No wonder it's all jacked up here. So, so sorry guys, but Seven of Swords, King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. He's thinking about how he's sabotaged. Okay, so what about Seven of Swords? The Hierophant clarifies here. And so what he's thinking about, how he sabotaged this contract, how he sabotaged this union. Page of Wands, he wants to communicate just like she does. So in his heart, he's got Page of Wands. In her headspace, she has Page of Wands. He wants to communicate. I said, what about the Page of Wands? Hanged Man. He's still letting go of this energy. He's still healing this energy. So communication is suspended at this time. Communication is at a pause at this time. Judgment. He's going through his rebirth. He's going through his understanding. I said, what is the understanding? Seven of Pentacles. How to invest. This pause. Through this pause of the Hanged Man, he's thinking about how to invest. He's not putting anything into this at this time. He's pausing it. And I said, why? Why is he pausing it? Because he wants to communicate. He really wants to talk. He really wants to talk, but he's just not in a place to do so at this time, because he's ending the painful cycle that he's in. Ten of Swords. He's in pain. He's in heartbreak. He's thinking about his sabotage. He's thinking about the past. He's coming out of this toxic, stuck energy. He's healing. He wants to build something long term. But when he thinks about his strong, confident feminine, he thinks about the past and he gets sad. So in his heart space, he's so much love for her, but he's thinking about how he burned the contract, how he sabotaged the contract, and how he's in the Hangman's energy of really trying to let go of things that are not serving him and this connection at this time. And that's why communication is paused at this time, because he's really ending this cycle. Ten of Swords. So what's the Ten of Swords about? Nine of Swords. He's ending his stress about this cycle. He's ending stress. So what about the stress? His stress is too, Ace of Wands, that he wants a new beginning with this feminine, but he feels like the sabotage may have been too much at this time, or at this time, you know, forget about how many other times, but that this time he feels like it might truly be over. In the heart space for our feminine, here's more healing. Look at this, healing. Solar Plexus and Healer of the Ages. Solar Plexus is the energy of like, I can do it, I can do it. And she's in an energy of like, I can heal, I know I can heal. And so when the solar plexus comes out, this is all about power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, confidence, that Nine of Pentacles energy. And it's because she's healed. Healer of the Ages in her heart. See how it's over the heart? Do you see that? Look at the same kind of light. That she's really done some major work on her healing. So her heart is starting to get healed, and she's starting to vibrate higher. She's starting to get brighter. Her light is coming back. And so when she's in her heart space thinking about her masculine, she's feeling for him from a more healed perspective. And so that's why he comes out as King of Swords, which is a man of honesty and integrity, and King of Pentacles. And it's, I'm sorry, not King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. And she knows that, that what might come from a healed standpoint is going to be more thoughtful, more analytical, more honorable, that offers as they move forward will be from more of a place of honesty and integrity. I said, what about this King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords? She knows that movement is stuck at this time, Eight of Swords. She knows that it's stuck. Remember, he got Eight of Swords here in his overall energy that followed that Ten of Pentacles, and then it was followed. What was it followed by here, guys? Let's see. Oh, geez, all kinds of things falling here. So we'll get those in 1 second. So we had here his rebirth. So when we looked at him, he had the Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Hermit. So she knows that he is in this energy of the Hermit at this time, because that Ten of Pentacles is stuck for him, right? That Ten of Pentacles is stuck. And so he wants to build that legacy with her. He wants to build something long-term with her, but it is stuck at this time because he's looking at himself. He's in self-discovery at this time, okay? So let me just put these back. Sorry, guys. Okay, so he's in self-discovery at this time. So she knows that's why movement from her King of Swords is not necessarily coming through at this time. So she continues to work hard on herself. Eight of Pentacles. She continues to work hard and do the right thing, Hierophant, towards the contract. Okay, she knows that this is not just, you know, she can't be focused on him. She knows that she needs to focus on her own healing. I said, what about this Eight of Coins, Hierophant, Eight of Cups? She wants to move towards happiness. She knows that this is the time where she has to walk away from the contract for a little bit because of the healing that needs to happen between the two of them. And then that is her karmic lesson, the wheel. Okay, remember, he got the wheel here too, appear in his overall energy. And here she has it in her heart space. So what about the wheel? Seven of Swords. She's coming out. She's learned her lesson of the Seven of Swords. And I said, what about the Seven of Swords? Tower. It's over. She's had her breakthrough. She's learned her lesson. She knows that this Seven of Swords happened because she had to get into her ultimate power. She had to come into her own confidence. You didn't choose me. You cheated on me. You chose a third party in karmic. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to survive this. I'm going to be okay because I know those choices weren't about you not choosing me. That was a choice that you made on your own, but I choose me. That is the lesson that she's learned. And finally, Judgment. And just like he got Judgment right here, and they're very much mirroring. She's in evaluation. She's rebirthing herself. She wants to rebirth this connection. I said, what about Judgment? She wants to manifest now. She's ready to manifest. I said, what does she want to manifest? Knight of Cups, moving forward in love with her masculine. Okay, so now in his environment, what is happening in his environment when he is dealing with everything going on in his outer world? Four of Cups, man holding a heart. This is the King of Cups energy. He's coming into his heart space, guys. He's really coming into his heart space. He's sick of the old story now. Remember, we got that in her energy last week. Now he's like, I'm sick of the story. I'm sick of the story. I'm in my heart space. I'm trying to get in my heart space. What about it? What about it? So now, when we go further into his energy for his environment, what do we get? He's in his heart space. He's not completely healed. Just our feminines had the breakthrough. I'm telling you, he's next. He's next. Five of Cups in his environment. Here we have Five of Cups here that clarifies the High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles. He's sad. When he's in his heart space, he's sad about the past. He's sad and he's like fed up with the cycle. What about the Five of Cups? He's sad. He wants to move forward. Knight of Cups. So we just got that for her. He's sad. He wants to move forward. Knight of Cups. He wants to move forward. He's heartbroken. Three of Swords. So what's the Three of Swords about? Nine of Cups. He's sad about his wishes being lost. Five of Wands. He knows that they're in conflict. He has conflict himself. Inside of himself and outside of himself with her. I said, what about Five of Wands? Justice. He knows he has to set things right. He knows he needs to balance the scales. He knows he needs to come forward with the apology as the King of Wands. That's that King of Wands here in her overall energy. He knows he needs to. I said, what about the King of Wands? Queen of Swords. He knows he needs to come forward to her as this Queen of Swords energy, because that Six of Pentacles is his match. She is his match. He is like, knows about the connection he has for a long time, but he is just so on the brink of coming forward. He's so on the brink of coming forward, but he still needs to release this energy of the Hanged Man. He's got to heal, continue to heal and close out that Seven of Swords. Right now, he's very much in his epiphany about what he's done, what has happened, and he's in this sadness and they're in non-communication, but he's just not ready to come forward because he's at the tail end. He's at the Ten of Swords here. He's at the tail end of completing his pain and his sadness and his heartbreak before he gets to his Ace of Swords, which is his breakthrough to come forward, okay? It's just a matter of time. What's happening in our environment for the feminine? Look at this. This is how they flew out. I like almost lost my breath. Rest and rejuvenation, rest and rejuvenation. That's what she's doing in her environment. She's just like, I'm resting and I'm rejuvenating. I am rebirthing myself. I am in my confidence and I'm healing myself. I'm healing myself of all this pain that I have gone through as part of this connection. That's what she's doing. Bless this feminine. She is doing her work. First card out, Temperance. Healing again. She's healing. She's healing hardcore. What's temperance about? 4 of Swords. Healing on healing. She's retreated. Nope. She knows who she is. This feminine knows who she is. She knows that a retreat, that walking away from the contract was essential for balance. Okay? 3 of Pentacles. She's learned her lesson. What about it? Temperance again. She's learned herself. She's learned that she's just got to hand it over to the universe, and she's got to focus on her healing. Okay, King of Wands, he's still very much in her energy, even as she healed. What about the King of Wands? 5 of Cups. She has sadness about him and his lack of movement towards her. Okay, what about the King of Wands? 5 of Cups, 4 of Wands. She does still want this union. That is her stress, and that is what she's healing too. I said, what about the 4 of Wands? 6 of Pentacles. So just like him, he knows that she is her match. She knows that he is her match for union. But they're slowly coming to balance. I love this 6 of Pentacles energy. It's about balance, justice 2 times. We got temperance. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. There's so much healing, so much balancing going on in this connection. It's beautiful. Now, what's going on with the connective energy? We've got the Page of Swords and the Lovers, that they're not communicating. Page of Swords. This is about delays in communication, just observation of this connection at this time. The observation is that they know that they are each other's match. They know that this is a spiritual connection. They know that. They both got Hierophant in their heart space. Okay? They're both healing in their heart space. She's healing in her environment. All right? He's in his environment. He's sad. He's heartbroken. He's feeling conflict. He knows that he needs to balance things out. He's discontent. But once he cycles this out in his head and his heart, it's going to show up in his environment that he's breaking through to balance now as well. He is in hermit mode in his overall energy because he's seeing everything is being illuminated to him about what he has done, what his part has been on this journey. And he's learning about himself, and he's experiencing pain and sadness, 5 of Cups 2 times, as he looks at his connection with his feminine and what his actions were. When she thinks about, when she's in her environment, obviously she's kind of going into her confidence now. She's feeling better now. She's feeling ready for a connection that is equal. But she's very much healing the sabotage energy that she's experienced through this connection, that she also has participated in as part of sabotage in this connection. But she's healing it. She's forgiving herself. She's forgiving him. And she's moving forward. And she knows she's got to walk away from this for this period of time while healing and balance continues to occur. So now in the current connection, justice. This is major balance happening. What about justice? The Hermit. They are both in hermit mode. They're both, he's healing, she's healing, he's looking at himself. I said, what about the Hermit and Justice? Ace of Swords. There is a breakthrough that is going on in this connection at this time. 2 of Pentacles. There is an imbalance in this connection. But Knight of Swords, the truth will come forward. They're taking action towards their truth. I said, what about it? King of Wands. This is our masculine. That in his imbalance, because he's still a little off, he's going to find his truth, and that will be his breakthrough. And here's our masculine coming up as the Emperor. I said, what about it? 3 of Swords. He is broken. What about it? King of Cups. He's heartbroken because now he's experiencing it in his environment. Remember, he came out as man holding the heart in his environment. He's in the heart space, guys. He's in the heart space. Now, what about this? I said, what about his heartbreaking? And now he's in his heart space. And then we got Ace of Wands. He wants this new beginning. Ace of Wands. Remember, that's his stress in his heart space, is that, can I have this new beginning with my feminine? 10 of Coins is the next card for their connective energy. They both want something long-term. What about it? They're not giving up on it. They're not giving up on this long-term connection that they want with each other. The Fool, they want this new beginning. They want to take a leap of faith towards their 10 of Cups because they know they are each other's ultimate bliss. But the connection is suspended at this time. Hanged Woman, Hanged Man, because he's in Hanged Man right now. The communication is suspended. He is letting go of certain things. I said, what about the Hanged Man? What's suspended? The Magician, manifestation. What about the manifestation? The Fool. So that's about what's suspended is this new cycle, this new journey. But We can't have it because he's still in the death energy here. Okay, he's still in the death's energy here of transforming and rebirth. And once he cycles into this and starts to heal that pain, then we can have the new beginning. Oh my God, guys, I hope that helped you. I hope that was enlightening. And if you want to book your own healing session with me, then go to the website first, look at the description, and then send me your picture of you and your twin, and I will let you know if I can work with you. If you want to book any other reading, go to my website directly and book that reading through my website. Have a wonderful Monday, everybody. Bye.